Carl and Brendan here from Games, Brains and Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial for short. It is reaction time. And we're checking out something that is going to make you cringe the moment I say these words, because it's associated with a genre people tend to think very badly of. Nu metal. Bristol-based nu metal 5-piece noir. That's NO:IR. New track Phantom out for a couple of days as well. So, I mean, nu metal is like anything, when you want to describe a band, you get stuck with what certain things, but there are a lot more than that. There's a lot more to them. It's an array of emo, hip hop, dark pop, heavy metal, rock. It's just an amalgamation of genres. Listen to their tracks over the last couple of years. Always enjoyed a lot of what they're doing. So we're going to give this one a go. It's taken from their upcoming EP, Are We Really Alive, which is due for release later this year. So I don't think you've ever heard anything by this band, right?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think I've covered them on the side, and that's it.
Yeah.
But it's an official video, so yeah, you ready?
Yep, let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
Some nu metal.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Phantom. It's going to kick off.
Metalcore, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
But are we really alive? Seeing life be tired eyes. The ache to survive. Separate life from the lies. Cut through my mask to find safety in disguise. The road we paved is the only way to make it through tonight. To be the phantom in the corner, to know the pain is disappointment, to care about the image when the artist isn't on it, to find the glimmer in the ashes, to stop the fire with only matches. We're burning our burdens, we're breaking and taking it all. Lights off, it's a blackout, and we're laying low for the takedown. With the sound
There
of
you
living
go.
confounded, the mental power to move mountains. We're psychologically focused. You don't know, we'll take it. It's all or nothing, we know. It's a make it or break it arrangement. Because I'm stuck in the basement with the shadows. I can see an exit mess on the faces of the demons forming my protection. I feel more home inside the dark than outside in the light of the day. Just to stay out of my way. Coming in with the futuristic flow. All you wanna know is if the money coming out. You know that I'm working till I make it. Everybody talking about how people always fake it. But they have the fees when they need to complacent. Teamwork is not free work, but our dreams work. Used to put up stickers, now people wear a t-shirt. Use speakers, trying to bring verse, subtle reverb. When I feel like I'm feeling so good for that. Feeling so good for that. We can play by the money's beneath the feels still computers. Yeah, yeah. To be the phantom in the corner, to know the pain is disappointment, to care about the image when the artist isn't on it, to find the glimmer in the ashes, start the fire with only matches. We're burning our burdens, we're breaking and taking it all. Just say that, take a ride. You could never buy my pride. Just say that, try to hide. You could never buy my pride. You could never buy my pride. You could never buy my
Okay.
Well,
Wow. Should we do the elephant in the room part first before we talk about the rest of the track? And that is obviously
Which
the
bit?
well,
There was a whole there was a whole herd in here at one point, man.
I mean, obviously the hip hop style rap vocals, 2 different variations on it as well. You know, I kind of expected it. I've heard Noir before, so I knew they got that aspect to them. This is the cleanest I've ever heard them sound by far. Like, it feels like they've certainly come a long way from probably a good 2 years ago when I first heard this band. So they've certainly developed their sound in that regard. It is not, I mean, new metal, doesn't even make sense. We said at the start, there's very metalcore start. Then we've got this kind of emo singing, kind of grander, clean singing and all that. And then we break down to those hip hop style, spitting the words out and the hip hop fast. And then it gets a bit more frantic and then we're back to the heavy. It's a very, there's a lot thrown into that track.
Yeah, there is. You know, I mean, I go straight off the bat with, I didn't particularly like much of what was going on in that song.
Fair
and that's
enough.
not because of you know, being anti-nu metal or anti-rap. As you know, I listen to a significant amount of rap, whether it's from horrorcore or, you know, rapping within bands like Power Flow or you know, some of the hardcore scene or New York, the crossover thrash sort of scene.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not against that, but I'm not a massive fan of the kind of jungle styled vibes, which is that sort of second version. I've never been a fan of that, whether it's Benji Webb doing it, you know, on the song Prejudice by Soulfly, where it all comes in at the end. You know, it's just not my thing. It's not my thing. That's all.
Yeah, it's the part I dislike the most as well, if I'm honest.
Yeah, the bit I liked in the song, I liked the chorus. I thought the chorus was huge, big sound, good lyrics. I like the little mix of vocals, although it wasn't very prominent. You could occasionally make out the deeper growls coming from whoever the backing vocalist was within the band underneath the heavier kind of rock sort of shout. I felt it was really clean, like all the way through. I was quite surprised when it first dropped because like the metalcore sort of start was like, okay, this is okay, but it was pretty standard. So in a way, I was pleased when it changed, but I certainly wasn't expecting the change down to extremely, very, very clean, you know, softly sung. Although while being softly sung lyrically, it was like a darker topic, but you know, being softly sung, you can tell they're talented, you can tell that they're, you know, a strong band. You know, they're tight, some decent guitars, lead guitars in particular, again in the chorus mostly for me, where it would drop in, you know. So I have positives out of it, but it's just not my thing. Yeah, you know, I wouldn't really. There's not much about that makes me go like, oh, I'll give that a second crack. To be honest with you, I think you know, fair play to you. Go do your thing. That's fine. Wish you every success. Probably just not for me though.
No, that's completely fair. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm 100% sold. Like, I'm not going to sit here and gush about it as I would like to. That is the reality. But then I didn't expect to, because I know similar thing. I have a certain aversion toward. I have more, actually, to be fair, I've probably got more aversion towards rap in metal than you do, because you do listen to those styles of bands. I mean, I enjoy the likes of Power Flow and stuff like that, particularly the hardcore thrash crossover that from like New York and stuff like that. I'm mostly into, but that's often because of the punk edge to that. Rather than the metal edge to this. I really like, it's super polished, but I think that's a good thing considering what this style of music is. You need to be able to hear everything clearly. You want to be able to hear these transitions. You want to be able to hear these hooks. They've got to all be there. I actually agree with you. Probably the part, I mean, the jungle style rapping, I know what you mean as well. I don't think that's how it's referred to, but I don't know what the official name is. It's the second style of rapping that was going on in there. That really does nothing for me. At all compared to like any rap in metal. But the metalcore side of things is probably where I was mostly like, okay, it is a bit standard metalcore stuff. And I enjoyed the clean singing. I thought he sounded great voice. But, you know, you do have those chunkier riffs that, you know, that's nice, that's cool. And it's like, okay, you transition back and forth between all these things. There's so much going on. It's a little bit like, wow, that's 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
I got to take a breath. And to be honest, it is something that I do think I'll need to second listen, maybe to pick up on things that I missed, or go, okay, well, the first time it was a surprise and a shock or whatever to hear these elements. Now I'm expecting them and I know what it's going to sound like. Do I notice anything different on that front? Here's the thing though. This is the sort of shit that gets proper mainstream metal attention. Like, this has got wide appeal to a number from the people that are like still want their new metal revival, so to speak, to those that enjoy a bit of metalcore, to people that like that crossover style of stuff. There's a wide array of people that can appeal to. If you're a heavy metal purist, you're gonna vomit your guts up at the thought of these rap stuff. That's neither of us. As Brendan already said, he could list off bands that he should be ashamed of, like that kind of thing, and not actually, but you know what I mean? Like,
I would be tarred and feathered and removed from the community.
Absolutely. And I love fucking Ghost, and we all know how Brendan feels about that. So it's not that aspect. It's simple as this. Sometimes it just doesn't work for you. I like it. I don't love it. That's the straight up answer, really.
Yeah, I don't particularly like it. That's the truth of it, although I do like the chorus. So just give me I don't know, how long is the chorus? 30 seconds? 30-second long chorus there, and I would have been all over that.
Can't win them all. There you go. Go check out some of their other music. They got different songs as well. Maybe one of them will hit it up for you. But if you've got other thoughts, let us know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com, as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. Go to Patreon and help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?